So I live in a flat above a shop in the UK. Nothing fancy, but it's super cozy. I've got plants everywhere, some fairy lights, candles. It's just a nice, calm space I have made my own. The guy who owns the shop downstairs is also my landlord. A few months ago, he let this woman, single mom, and her two kids, boy 10 and girl 7, rent the back room of the shop. It used to be a storage room, but he converted it a bit. She told me it was just temporary, and she was going to use it as a sort of office playroom while sorting stuff out. I was like, okay, weird, but not really my business. Then last week during the heat wave, I had my flat door propped open in the evening to get some air in. It's like a little internal corridor. I was in the kitchen when I heard someone come in. It was her son, just standing there in my hallway. Literally goes, I just wanted to see what your flat looked like, and then starts walking round like he lives there. Starts commenting on my bed, my lights, says this place feels like mine. I walked him downstairs and told the mum, and she just laughed. Said he was curious and loves exploring. No apology, nothing. Next day, the daughter came in. I was literally in the middle of working. She just grabs my Bluetooth speaker and starts pressing buttons. I tell her she can't just walk in here, and she goes, Mum said this place isn't really yours anyway. At that point, I went to my landlord, like, look, I don't feel comfy with these random kids just walking into my flat. He was proper apologetic and said he'd speak to her. 2 days later, she comes up and knocks on my door, all smiley. Says her son has really connected with the space and asked if I would consider moving out so they could live in the flat. I honestly thought she was joking. She wasn't. She goes, you're young. You'll find somewhere else. But I have got kids. This place makes more sense for us. And he already thinks of it as his room. I told her no, absolutely not. This is my home. She got pissy and said, you clearly don't understand because you're not a mother. I'm just asking for some compassion. Next morning, I find a note under my door, clearly written by one of the kids, but obviously dictated. Said, please let us have your flat. We'll be really sad if you say no. You can still visit if you ask first. I was actually speechless. Took it straight to the landlord again. He was furious and told them the agreement was over. Gave them 2 weeks to get their stuff out. My husband's friend flew in from Bellagio, Italy a week ago, and as much as I tried, I could not make her happy with any type of home cook, or even restaurants in Melbourne. Took her out to restaurants. We wanted to introduce her to the variety of food we have. No sushi, no Thai food, no Chinese, because Italian food is the best. We went out for Italian 3 days in a row. She complained about pasta, about cheese. Anything is just not as good as in Italy. She complained about the wine not tasty enough. She got mad when I dared to order a cappuccino at 4 p.m. because we don't drink cappuccino after 12 p.m. I was just like, yeah, I drink what I want at the time I want. Coffee was either too burn or not hot enough. We went to Kohl's to do some shopping, straight away complained about no authentic Italian pastas, and in the middle of the aisle, decided to teach me how properly say the name of each pasta. We decided to cook at home today. Mind you, I am Asian, I love my spices, and I love flavorful dishes. I decided to cook what I know best. Did not think it would be a bad idea. She came, and the first thing she said was, your house smell bad. And she proceeded to ignore my dish and asked my husband to take her out for some lasagna. When she got back, she told me I should learn how to cook Italian dishes because it is not good for my husband to always eat fusion food. Online recipes are just stupid for straying away from the root. I was so mad and did not mince words. I told her how arrogant and obnoxious to think Italian food are the best. Told her Italian are not the best, and we would not take her out for any Italian meals. She could go shopping for herself, cooked it, and enjoy it alone. Sorry, but the ingredients would not be as good as in Italy. But she was in another country. Be grateful for what she could find. She cried and decided to leave early. My husband tried to tell me that she is set in her way. She does not travel that much all her life. 60 years. This is the second time she travels out of the country. The last time was to Germany, and it was well over 25 years ago. He told me maybe I should just say sorry to her just to smoother the situation. I refused. Told him if she cannot live without her Italian heritage for just a few weeks, there is no point for me to convince her to like me anyway.